on Shabbos day, on Saturday day, it's tradition to have a nice meal after the service, after the prayers. And so the Baal Shem Tov was always famous with he would always get together with all of his disciples, and together they would learn Torah, and they would tell stories, and the disciples loved it. It was one of their favorite times of the week to soak up words of wisdom from the holy rabbi, the Baal Shem Tov. But on one particular Shabbos, the Baal Shem Tov said, we're going to do something a little different today. There's a young couple who just moved in right next door, and I want you to watch what they do during their Shabbos meal. And the disciples are thinking to themselves, why are we going to be watching what this couple does during the Shabbos meal? Why don't we just learn like normal from our Rebbe? But that's what the Rebbe said to do, so that's what they're going to do. So they see through this window this little tiny hut. And in the hut is a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, a new couple. And it's time for the first course of the Shabbat meal. And the wife, she brings out 2 beans, one for her and one for her husband. And the husband and wife eat these 2 beans, and they start dancing around the table and singing with joy from having this first course that would commonly be known as like the salad course. And the disciples, as they're eating their own food, their own nice delicacies, they're thinking to themselves, they're dancing, having fun, like with beans. Like, wait, how do they have so much joy for Shabbos? Like, where's this coming from? So anyways, so it's time for the second course. While the disciples are having, nice meats and nice delicacies, once again, the wife of this couple brings out 2 beans again. And once again, both spouses eat the bean, and they dance around the table with so much joy. And as you can guess, by the time for dessert, they did the exact same thing. And then the Baal Shem Tov turns to all his disciples, who have a perplexed look on their face of, what? They just had a total of each 3 beans, and they're so happy. What's going on? And aren't they hungry? Like, what's going on? And the Baal Shem Tov looks at his disciples and he says, listen, my disciples, this couple is extremely poor. They don't have enough money to have more food than these little beans. But yet, even though they have such little food, they don't have much at all, yet they're the happiest people. They're dancing with joy. They're celebrating the holy Shabbat with joy, and they're thanking God for what they have. It's not about how much you have. It's about what you have and how you choose to use it. And I wanted you to learn today, my disciples, that valuable lesson for life, that no matter what happens in life, whatever you have, it's a gift from God, and you should be grateful for it, and you should use it to the best of your ability for the greatest of joys. And we can all learn that lesson from this beautiful couple who, with even the simplest tiny meal, could turn that into one of the most precious moments that could possibly exist.